CrossFit has become a popular way for athletes to build muscle and challenge their bodies. For someone who can't even put up their own hair, it seems rather impossible. 21-year-old Taylor Hendricks is proving otherwise.
I had a stroke before I was born. The medical terminology for it is called right hemiparesis, which basically means I'm partially paralyzed on my right side. It only affects my right arm and right leg, and I have full mobility of my leg, but my arm, I probably have about 80% mobility with it.
At 6 months old, doctors realized Taylor was holding her bottle differently. As she grew up, she knew she wasn't like her classmates and friends. Activities that other kids participated in, like playing on the playground, were exhausting and even dangerous.
I kind of excluded myself, but then when people didn't invite me, I kind of got hurt at the same time. I knew it was because of my disability. It wasn't because people didn't like me.
Without any athletic experience, Taylor tried CrossFit at the suggestion of a friend. She knew she needed to build muscle on the right side of her body and figured there was no better way than to start weightlifting.
When you think of CrossFit, you think of like hardcore athletes, like always buff, and I was like, I'm not gonna fit in with this crowd, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So I was definitely afraid of people like being like, why is she not lifting as much weight as us? Like, why is she doing it this way? Why isn't she participating like everyone else?
Taylor continued to prove that she was capable of more than even she knew. To qualify for the CrossFit Open, athletes had to deadlift at least 95 pounds, something Taylor hadn't done. A coach encouraged her to work up to it, and she did, 23 times.
So 75, I did great with. 85, pretty well. And then I got to 95 and I was like, oh my God, I can do this.
Although scared at first, Taylor found that stepping out of her comfort zone and competing against other athletes at the CrossFit Open was more encouraging than intimidating.
That was a huge step for me to do that because no one really knew who I was or anything like that. So when people started seeing my little attachments, like I have a little hook that I used to lift weights with, they realized that I was different, but they were just cheering me on more. Like that just made them that much more enthusiastic about what I was doing.
Although her disability makes some movements and exercises more difficult, CrossFit has taught Taylor lessons that will affect her later in life and outside the gym.
I have learned that, you can really do anything you set your mind to. If you would have told me I would have been a CrossFit athlete, I would have laughed in your face. Or even just the word athlete in my description. I've never been an athlete, so to put CrossFit in front of it, it was like, wow, like I can do this. I have built up to where I'm like normal people now. And that's really cool, and I never thought I would be able to lift weight like a normal person. I feel stronger, like I feel like I can do more. I feel like I can take on the world.